it can turn around. But we can confirm our last round of action is officially underway. Nassada against Paulo Neto, and already Nassada, the goal-scoring machine that he is just added another one to his tally.
Do you know what's lovely to see? The fact that online he plays the same way. He's not come to this occasion and sort of succumb to the nerves. He's playing the way he does at home. But the thing is, his opponent is sat directly opposite him. It isn't phasing him. And going forward, he is ridiculous on this game.
Well, goals are one thing that we can confirm in that game, because when they played each other before the Christmas break, it was a 15-goal thriller. Paulo Neto winning 8-7 against the German. The one thing we've learned from this round of fixtures on round two is you cannot go off those past results, because all of the results have been flipped on the head. Right, Levi de Weerd against GuiBarros. It is very simple from a Levi point of view. Win, you're off to the World Championships. Lose, and you're looking around the corner. If buts and maybes. The only way that GuiBarros can take Levy's spot, if I'm correct here, is that he has to score at least something like 7 goals.
More than him, yeah, and he's about to potentially concede. Yamal, Trivella in at the near post, and Levi de Weerd takes the lead.
Well, that's one step towards the World Championships. For Levi de Weerd, it was off the back of a counter-attack. Yamal, 5 minutes in, and ensuring that he can stay top spot for now. What an interesting round of results he's had. Started so well, Ryan, and then what, round 3, round 4, just slipped off the pace a little bit, and it's now made it quite difficult for himself.
Yeah, the fact, as I said, he's in this conversation where it's a bit mixy, and he's in and amongst it. It's something that he wouldn't have imagined after those first opening rounds, but he's comfortable, he's composed enough to be able to potentially play his best anyway. See Nassada going forward. Look at the runs here. Look at the far side of your screen. Williams is going to get onto it, and he's used his right foot instead of his left. That could have been 2-0.
Wins himself a corner. That one goes all the way across. There's the player lock. Wilson, Maicon punches it into Pajor, who might get a second bite at it. Still Pajor. There's your low driven. And Nassada finds his second.
Look at this start. It's a bit fortunate there. Pajor twisting and turning, but then the low driven with the play style plus. He's loved that throughout this tournament. 8 minutes in, and he's 2-0 up against Paulo Neto.
We are hearing that one game hasn't kicked off just yet. We are waiting to kick off GugaFerraz's game up against Hhezers. That one in the corner of the room here. This is the only one that is currently underway. A small technical pause. Well, then, 10 minutes in here. Paulo Neto so close to getting one back. Oliver Kahn in the way. By the way, have we revealed the Mystery Nation yet?
We have. You found some more hints, didn't you?
I was going to say, surely we've released it by now.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, Ivory Coast. The Mystery Nation for tonight, it was Nigeria yesterday. There's Dembele, finesse, thank you very much. From nearly conceding down one end to a perfect counter-attack. Ryan Pessoa. How is this man so free-flowing tonight?
He's on a different level offensively to most players, not only in this group, but in the tournament. If I'm not mistaken, is that, what, 63 goals, I think, for Nassada?
He was the highest scorer last time this group met. And he is still going to be the highest goal scorer on the second time of meeting.
The way it's going, he might even hit double digits against Paulo Neto, who, of course, will be quite despondent with his state of affairs on his own accord anyway in the group standings, because he knows his tournament's over in a way. You're kind of playing to get that qualification for next year, so you skip a phase. But in terms of this year, for the FC Pro Open, it's done. So for Nassada, he's just going to, I think, give him a beat down, I'll be honest.
Absolutely. You might be wondering why there's a little bit of a break in place. A few technical pauses behind us in the arena here at the FC Pro Open. We want to know from you at home, who is going to make the World Championship spot? Of course, there are potentially 3 answers to that question, depending on how results go. But it really looks like Hhezers or Levi de Weerd or Nassada could, of of course, potentially get there depending on how results go. Do drop a comment, of course, on the live stream chat for us. Remember, it's the top 3 that go through to Monday night, which if you're not familiar with, if you haven't got a ticket yet, get one. You will be getting an SBC item for attending here in person next week. But as you said, if you finish 4th, there is still something to play for because your whole season next year could start a lot easier, Ryan, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could get into the qualifier and you could save yourself the stress of the online qualifiers.
As you said, it's just the stress being relieved. You don't have to go through that online qualification. And as Brandon said, if you scan the QR code on the screen there to get yourself tickets for the FC Pro Open Finals, that is on Monday, the 26th of January. And as you can see there, all attendees will receive an SBC item and 10 lucky attendees will receive a Team of the Year item. We see a replay here. Straight off the bat from that kickoff after conceding, Paulo Neto goes forward. Musiala with a low driven across the face of goal. And it's now 3-1. We'll jump over to this game live. We might have jumped in at the perfect time. Wilson near post.
I'll tell you, what's happened here?
Second. What's just happened? 2 goals in 2 minutes, basically. I said Paulo Neto could be getting a battering, but he's found himself right back into this game.
What's happened here?
It's the play lock cancel, and then he ends up actually playing the pass to Wilson. The little finesse at the near post is cute as well.
Well, again, I mean, look, from 3-0 to 3-2, and we still only played under 20 minutes left of this game. We haven't kicked off Guga against Hhezers yet, for those that are wondering. And we are currently waiting to get Levi against GuiBarros back underway again. There's a small pause in that game, as it said. A lot of you in the chat asking about upgrades. Yes, upgrades will follow, depending on who goes through. Any of the players that go through to the knockouts, their FC Pro Live item will be able to have a play style upgrade. The players will get one of 3 choices for play style plus that they can add to their item, which they will choose as soon as they are through to the knockout stages. Of course, that will be updated in the game in due course after it. But 16 points will also guarantee one of the other upgrades. How are you just pushing it?
Oh my goodness.
Penalty!
Whoa! I looked away for a second. Was that?
She won a penalty anyway. Sophia Wilson was off. Vidic could not catch her. And Shelling is going to make it 3-3.
I'd love to see that again, because the fact that Nassada was tracking the run because he expected a through ball, but Wilson just carried on going. You'll see it from this clip here. Vidic against Wilson. Oh, he slides afterwards. Okay, I looked away briefly for a second there. The penalty tucked away. Nassada stayed middle. Paulo Neto 3-3. 10 minutes ago, in game time, I mean, he was 3-0 down, and I thought we could be seeing double digits here.
Well, a few of you in the chat are asking that the QR code keeps on disappearing. There it is on screen. Get your phone, quickly scan the QR code. This is for Monday night, the 26th, our FC Pro Live Open Finals. I think there's enough time when you're there to grab your phone and get the QR code there. But look, Ryan, as you said, what on earth has happened in that game? 3-0 up, waved away in seconds. That's 6 goals already in that game.
Yeah, and you know what? That's where, if you're Nassada, you'll be kicking yourself in a way, because maybe mentally he got a little bit complacent. He thought like the game was done because he's 3-0 up, and I understand it. But when you're up against somebody that's like Paulo Neto, who's a top professional, oh my goodness, could have been in on the goal there, just offside. Nassada, we speak about going forward.
My, what is going on?
Is he doing defensively here?
He's all over the place, Nassada. Could have been 4-3 down.
Should have. Oh, that's lovely. Vidic does enough to recover, and Maicon can just about get the pass off.
Right, well, we're just about kicking off the match between Guga and Hhezers now. What this will do, though, the slight stagger in the games, is it will provide an entertaining finish, because people will be looking around the room here wondering what every goal means. Nassada! There's another one for his collection. I've got a slight feeling, Ryan, this is going to be very back and forth. I score, you score.
Look at this decision-making. He knows he wants to get the ball to Pajol, triggers her, and just about plays
onside, just onside.
By a whisker, just onside there, and then the low driven comes in. This game
Here
is underway.
we go.
Let's get it going, Brandon.
Hhezers, GugaFerraz. Remember, Hhezers wins, and Levi loses. Hhezers might be on his way to the FC Pro World Championships. In case you haven't seen that, Saudi Arabia, July 22nd this year, will be the biggest tournament of the season as part of the Esports World Cup.
Oh, he's on.
Hhezers is onside. It's Peugeot with the first attack of the game. Went for the low driven. Was it the right decision? I don't think there was really an option. Corner whipped in, flicked down, and unfortunately not onto the toe of Sophia Wilson. And I believe all games are back on the way now. Levi de Weerd's game against GuiBarros. He's back. Ousmane Dembele. No, that's not his team of the year. Only a 10 million coin budget. Only one team of the year and one team of the year icon allowed. Out of that. I mean, speaking about Monday, it might be an opportunity to get the chat involved. What draft restrictions do you want to see? How many coins do you reckon is fair enough for Monday? Of course, all team of the years would be in packs and would be available. Yeah,
and their prices should start to come down a little bit, you'd expect, over the coming days when the full team's in packs.
Do you think a jump to sort of 15 million or 12 million?
I was going to say 15, but maybe based on what we've seen throughout the season, maybe 12 is a little bit more fair. It's in around the usual budget. I think 15 is... I think the players would want more. Let's put it that way.
Wilson, Bellingham! Hhezers! With the first goal in this one. Is he on the road to a World Championship ticket? My question back to you, Ron, would say, if you've got 50 million coins, depending on how many team of the years are needed, would you go big? Would you go 8 million on a player? Would you?
Pena's in the team, and it's not even a question for me. No question.
4-4 in that game, by the way. What on earth? See the reaction from Nassada. He's been very, very emotional and very much vocal tonight. Right, that's the table now. 64 goals Nassada has scored, by the way. 34 of them just tonight.
Be hoping that Levi can do him a favour as well, because as it stands in this case, obviously Levi will get the World Championship spot, but it means that GuiBarros won't be able to get 3 points to leapfrog Nassada.
So just for context right now, Nassada is drawing his game. If Nassada is in a winning position, he'll be on 17 points. He'll still be in third place. Hhezers in a winning position on 18. He can't catch Levi because Levi's got a better result than him. If Levi was to lose, Hhezers would go top on 18. Levi would drop down, of course, to 16 points. That'll put him third, by the way. GuiBarros would also be on 16 points, but he would have a less goals scored tally. There's a lot that can unfold. There's a lot that will change in this Group D, so very much keep your eyes on it. Lovely. Punched into Bellingham and Khan tips it around for a corner. This is Levi. Cleared away by Jonathan Tarp.
That chance for Bellingham didn't get the animation he wanted. If he went for a low-driven Trivela there, I actually think it would have been 2-0.
Of course, keep in mind, a win here will guarantee you a chunk of the prize pool. Just $25,000, by the way, guaranteed for topping the group and that World Championship ticket, which, by the way, of course, the World Championships is already X amount of prize money guaranteed alongside your name. Goal for Nassada, Paulo Neto. Look at that one. This is a massive chance. GuiBarros to tie the game up. Finesse. Goal. 1-1.
The through ball in behind, and when you're in this position, it's just about composure, taking your time and not rushing the opportunity. Finesse shot was the given choice there from GuiBarros, and that equaliser is big. Speaking of equalisers, in this game as well, Musiala low driven and Paulo Neto 5-5. Nassada isn't happy. You can see that from his expression towards his coach as well.
Hhezers has doubled his lead over here. The two icons interchange, and Billy just kept on running, and it's the French midfielder that gives Hhezers a 2-0. Well. Hhezers top now. Of course, GuiBarros getting an equaliser. As it stands, Hhezers is off to the World Championships. You're being brutally honest, Ryan. Who do you think makes it?
I don't know. Honestly.
Who do you think makes it?
I don't know.
Because if Guga can come back, one thing we've done about Guga, he loves to draw and he can beat top spot. He just beat Levi. Speaking of Levi,
slow down.
Finesse, goal. He's back top. He'll trade places with Hhezers. And as it stands, he's off to the World Championships. Again, we've only played about 30 minutes of all of these games. But who do you think makes it, Ryan?
What's in the top
Who's
three?
going to go to the World Championship? Just tell me.
Levi. I still want to.
You think Levi's still there?
Stick with what I said at the start. Yeah, I think Levi.
You know what? To mix it up a little bit, I'll say Hhezers. I mean, look, we'll ask the chat if we can get a poll running for the chat now. Hhezers or Levi de Weerd, who makes the World Championships? Of course, there's still a world that Nassada could do that. If we can run a three-way poll, we will. Half-time. This is the game that is the most ahead in terms of the timings, and what a half it's been, by the way. 11 goals at half-time, Ryan.
It doesn't surprise me with Nassada. I just didn't expect it to be this close. Like, if you told me it'd be 6-5 at half-time and there'd be 11 goals, I would have probably said maybe 8-3 in favour of Nassada with the way the game started in those opening 10 minutes. But Paulo Neto's done really well to make the game uncomfortable for Nassada as well. He's also playing for his own opportunity to get top 4 in the group, which still has its implications.
Hang on, what a pass! GuiBarros! 2-2! As you said, Ryan, he might not have the best of chances for a World Championship spot, but he's most definitely got a great chance of getting a top 3, which will bring him back here on Monday. And if he plays well there, he might be off to a World Championship, but more importantly, he could win the FC Pro Open.
That little pass to Haaland there, it's a mixy game because obviously GuiBarros is technically in his hands if he scores the 7 goals he needs to overtake Levi.
Look at that. Levi from first down to third with 1 single goal, Ryan. Hhezers, as it stands, top of the table. Well, there you go. There's the three-way poll. Who will qualify for the World Championship? Levi's still the favourite.
Oh.
Nassada will drop out of the race. 15 points for him now.
There is an opportunity here where if Nassada slips up in this game and GuiBarros can get something in that Levi game, it could be...
Well, but GuiBarros on 16 points, right? Yeah, 16 points for GuiBarros. Nassada would be on 15. They'd swap places. GuiBarros would be in the top 3. But hang on a sec, because that's not going to be the case. Because Levi de Weerd is now back top. But what I wanted to do was starting to preview who plays who. So whoever finishes third in this group will play Yaskau on Monday night in the round of 16. Whoever finishes second will play Tuga. The winner of Tuga versus second place will play Danny Pitbull in the quarterfinals. The winner of Yaskau versus third place will play Emre Yilmaz in the quarterfinals. And if you win, this is where it gets even better. If you win this group, you top the group, Ryan, guess what your reward is in the quarterfinals?
Talk to me.
You're going to play Umut or Nicholas?
Ooh, doesn't get.
There you go. Congratulations. There's your quarter-final.
Yeah, that is obviously every player that's remaining in the competition. It's not going to be easy. But those two names waiting for you as well is, yeah, scary.
Again, we will confirm the bracket at the end of the broadcast, and also you'll be able to access all the player custom tactic codes from tonight. So do stay with us. One to unfold what on earth is going to happen in this Group D and how it's going to end. But to grab the custom tactic codes of your favourite players from tonight. As it stands, Levi back top of the table. One goal could shift it though. Added time of 2 minutes. GuiBarros dancing with Musiala.
I thought it was coming. The Elastico.
With the help of Jude Bellingham and Amsterdam, the duo just doing enough to stop the cover start. Intruding in the final third. Well, that's the added time of 2 minutes played. But Levi de Weerd might have other ideas to try and grab a last-minute goal. Shelling, could she get a shot away? Yes, she can, but it's wide. Half-time. Levi 3-2 up. Back over here now. I'll tell you what, GugaFerraz is a half-time. He's only 1 goal behind, but he's still got a part to play in this story, Ryan.
Look at the triggered run as well. We jump back in at a perfect time. Paulo Neto in behind, Shelling.
He's about to go 7-6 up. He is! For the first time in the game, Paulo Neto has just got in front.
I just can't believe it. Feels like a lifetime ago that Nassada was 3-0 up in about 10 minutes. And fast forward to now, he's 7-6 down. You can see the frustrations because it could be completely... It could derail his whole experience at FC Pro Open right here. That could be so detrimental if he ends up losing that game.
We knew this was going to be a tight group. There's never been a group as tight as this in the history of the FC Pro Open, but I did not expect it to go right down to the wire like it is, Ryan. This is unpredictable. We've still got 45 minutes left.
I don't even know where my predictions would even lie in terms of the top 3 players in the group. It could go any way. I want to see if GuiBarros could potentially stage a comeback, and if so, he could end up leapfrogging Nassada as well, which would be insane.
Well, look, you at home think that Levi is going to be that player to book a ticket at the World Championships. Stay with us, people at home. There is so many questions still to be asked and answered from these pro players. Who will be the top 3? Who will be back here on Monday night? Ronaldinho, the most expensive pick in GuiBarros' team. Can he be the magician to magic up a top 3? Someone in the chat, Ryan, was asking if you could let the stream run for 10 minutes longer for their rewards. I mean, if there's potential tiebreakers, maybe. Moment just to have a small breather in this last round. Of course, if you aren't familiar with who is already into the FC Pro Open finals yesterday, we say congratulations to Danny Pipple, Nicholas and Anas Badar. We could be saying congratulations to Nassada because he is back in the game at 7-all. Not the only goal. GugaFerraz!
No way.
We said he's still got a part to play. This man loves a draw. And he's all square against Hhezers.
I think that side from Hhezers, it tells you everything you need to know there. That finesse shot, unbelievable. Posted stamp into the top corner. That's what it does to the group standings.
Look at that.
Breathing space for Levi de Weerd. He sits top with 19 points, but look how congested it is there.
Shelling, great save, round the corner he goes for a corner for Levi. Murillo, not really the man you want on the ball there, but interchange with Sega. Yapstam, provider into Smith on the finesse, who can't find a way past Oliver Kahn there, surprisingly.
That's got to be a goal.
Just looking here, Ryan, if Nassada was to be, if Paulo Neto was to beat Nassada, even GuiBarros was to get a draw, he would be on 14 points. Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness, you can see what's
Well, there you
happened.
go. Paulo Neto.
He's in the top 4. That's
He's
the
in
spot
top
for next
4.
year.
That's next year's qualifier spot guaranteed.
Wow. I can't, like, the amount of things going on here, that each result and each goal changes. GuiBarros needs to push forward and needs to score. Haaland, not the person you want to be twisting and turning with, but he's done so well.
Ronaldo chopping Ryan. Musiala! 3-3!
So GuiBarros scores again. He's in top 3 as it stands.
Well, even in this drawing position, Levi will still be top on 17 points. Hhezers is on 16.
It's so unfortunate, though. Murillo should be doing a bit better there, in my opinion, next to Haaland. I know Haaland's got the strength and the play styles to body him off there. Paulo Neto, this was the goal.
Oh, my. 8-7. Well, we've had more goals than the last time that these guys met. 144 goals last time, 160 for tonight confirmed. And I mean, one man to thank for that's Nassada, because he scored 67 of them.
And it's helped him a lot, and you can see the standards. If everything remained the exact same, Tom spoke about it earlier, the goal scored is like an extra point, and it puts him ahead of GuiBarros just because he scored more goals.
Well, I mean, a question for the chat in terms of upgrades, FC Pro Love items. Is there a player in the chat that you need to go through, need to get the upgrade, need to get 16 points? There's the extra pass. Oh, GugaFerraz! There's like a little smirk on his face because he knows he's playing a part in these last rounds.
I'm trying to think how the group could... Is there a world where, if results go against him, could Hhezers find himself out? Like, if Nassada wins the game and also give out, surely, I think that means Hhezers could be out, you know? Obviously, if that happens, there's so many ifs, buts, and maybes, but wow.
We'll have to have a look at the table there, Ryan, because you might... Oh, my. 8-all. Well, this is the awkward part, because Nassada's going to finish his game first. And he just have to sit around and watch this all unfold. That's the table now.
Yeah, look, if GuiBarros wins the game, yeah.
If GuiBarros wins, Hhezers is out of the top 3. And still, on goals scored, Levi would be going through. Unless...
Crazy offside.
Nassada can win. Levi de Weerd now building with Bellingham. Just for context, Nassada, Paulo Neto, that's in the last 5 minutes of the game. This one, just over 20 minutes left to be played. GuiBarros. Musiala, his shot blocked. Ledley King is going to fall back to Sega. Still building, there's Ronaldinho. Still Ronaldinho, massive save, Musiala! 4-3! GuiBarros is in the top 3 as it stands. You simply cannot count anybody out of this group. How on earth can you predict this group? Paulo Neto is also getting involved in it. He's 9-8 up. 17 goals in that game, and back over here, GugaFerraz is also getting involved in it. Look at this. Nassada's out of the top 3. He might be the highest goal scorer in the group, Ryan, but it doesn't mean anything for him. What's your top three? Who's in the top three? I think Levi, Hhezers, Nassada, somehow.
Same, that's what I think as well. But
somehow still.
The clock's ticking though. I don't even think there's enough time to...
Well, I think Nassada, Paulo Neto is going to finish first. If we can go back there for a full-time result, first and foremost. That's going to finish first.
He needs a goal. He actually needs a goal here.
Nassada is desperate for a goal. He needs the point. Is he going to get it now?
He's going to get it, you know, I'm telling you.
Last roll of the dice for the goal-scoring German machine that he is. Williams.
Rushed it.
That's blocked. 4 minutes of added time. Surely there's enough time, Ryan, for one more roll of the dice. But he's got to win the ball back. There we go.
So well. Unbelievable player switching there.
Vitinha gets a very fortunate pass back. There's the play lock. There's Peugeot.
Wow.
And there's the equaliser. That goal puts him back in the top three.
Pushes Hhezers out of it as well.
But he needs GugaFerraz to do a job on Hhezers. He's looking around the room. He's trying to work out what this all means.
That is so fortunate there. The interception comes in. The play look is beautiful though. And then the Trivela low driven from Peugeot. You can see there he's questioning with the coach, is it enough? He doesn't know, does he need to carry on pushing forward or can he just wait and see?
Well, back to this one now. Hhezers is out the top three as it stands on goals scored, the first tiebreaker. He's got 19 goals less than Nassada. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been some big goal scorers in the FC Pro Open this year. Anders Vergang, Emre Yilmaz, both scored 70 plus. Of course, they're back here on Monday. They've already qualified for the finals.
Oh, no.
GugaFerraz wins a corner. That's back into a pause again. More time to look at the situation. Nassada, Paulo Neto is also still in a pause as well. Them two working out how they're going to go for the last kick of the game. There's about 2 minutes left of additional time in that.
Nassada heeft sowieso minder punten dan
15. Als het zo staat, dan komen jullie allebei op 16.
I don't speak Dutch, Ryan, but
I heard Nassada's name.
I heard the word Nassada.
Wait, if Nassada scores, he goes top. Hold on. Wait a second here, Brandon.
Could go top. Surely not, Ryan.
No way.
Surely not. Nassada.
He went there. He could have gone back to Bellingham.
That's it. That's it.
He could have gone back.
He's done all he can. He has done all he can. 9-9. He's not happy. He knew he could have had a match winner. He was 3-0 up. He was 3-0 up in 15 minutes. The World Championship ticket was in his hands. And now he has to sit around and just watch these matches unfold. He has to hope that Hhezers doesn't draw, let alone win. Well, back over here we go.
It's out of his hands now. He's done what he could possibly do. And that was that last-minute goal. I still felt, Brandon, I honestly thought he could have got that winner there. I think Paulo Neto gave up in a way.
Well, how about this then? This game's in the 86th minute. Levi v GuiBarros is about the same time.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Gosh, no way.
Levy's got a pause. I mean, I'll be honest, I'd love this pause to happen to give us a chance to see both the games.
This step's crazy.
Shot for Levi Bellingham. 4-4.
You see from the replay, this step there, unnecessary, in my opinion.
GuiBarros falls out the top three. Hhezers gets back in just about.
Look at this, Brandon. You'll see. Who is it he steps? Is it Militao? I can't. No, he tried to move back there, and it cost him heavily there. He anticipated maybe Levi wouldn't be that aggressive to play the pass into Jude Bellingham, and he done the opposite. And he's been punished. This game, last moments, Brandon.
I mean, as it stands, Hhezers might just be in the top 3 by the skin of his teeth. Levi de Weerd is on his way to the World Championships, even in the drawing position. GugaFerraz, we were waiting for him to get his first win, and then out of nowhere, bang, Ryan, beats Levi, and he's about to be Hhezers.
And it just begs the question, all you have to do is turn. I know I say, oh, like it's easy.
Full time. Hhezers has to look around and just wait and see what's happened.
It's the GuiBarros game. GuiBarros scores, Hhezers is done for.
It all depends on GuiBarros Levi de Weerd now, our final game to conclude. It's on a pause at the moment. GuiBarros has to win.
I can't actually believe
he has to win.
It's come down to this.
But more so, it's who plays who. 3rd place in the group is playing Yaskau. 2nd place is playing Tuga. And the winner is going to the World Championships.
I think irrespective of what's happened here, based on the other results, Levi de Weerd has solidified his spot as the world champion, or the spot for the World Championships, no? Because even if
he'd be on 16 points still, he would be there.
He'd be there based on
you
the
are
goals
correct.
scored. So Levi de Weerd has already, as it stands, well, not as it stands anyway, he's got his spot, yeah. World Championship spot locked and loaded for Levi de Weerd.
Levi de Weerd, you are on your way to the World Championships once again. He topped his group this time last year. And that was a very tight ending between him and Abu Bakr. It seems like Group D is the group for him. He topped Group D last season. He's going to top Group D again, regardless of the result.
Oh, it's painful for GuiBarros. You can tell he's not going to have
enough time. It was 1 point last season. He's going to be 1 point again.
Get to Haaland. It doesn't lock onto anyone.
That's going to be a full-time result. Levi de Weerd is off to the World Championships. He takes top spot for a 2nd year in a row.
No speed this time.
But it was far from easy. Full-time results around the grounds. Nassada in 2nd place, Hhezers in 3rd. GuiBarros just misses out by a single point. And we can confirm your top 3 that will be there on Monday night.
Wow, so dramatic. You can see Hhezers a puff of the cheeks because that result put him into the top 3. If GuiBarros had ended up winning that game, Hhezers would have fallen short. Unbelievable scenes.
What we can confirm as well then is this. Yaskau will play Hhezers on Monday night. Tuga will play Nassada.
Wow.
And Levi will play the winner of Umit or Nicholas.
Ridiculous.
In a quarter-final. They're all on social media. They're announcing they're in the FC Pro Open finals. They're back on Monday. What a crazy ending to the tightest group we've ever seen.
It's only right. I feel like it was a perfect ending. It would have been unjust for it to be done early on. So to see it come down to that final game, Nassada as well. Wow.
Unbelievable scenes. We only hope you enjoyed it at home as well. Of course, those 3 players with their FC Pro live items will be getting a Playstyle Plus upgrade in due course as well. But for now, it's a goodbye from me and Ryan from commentary. It's over to Tom Rose and the man who's just qualified himself for the World Championships.